Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video I'm just going to show you a few extra tips and some algorithms that will help you if you want to do the cube faster than I showed you in the previous video. So I'm just going to scramble the cube and start showing you some tips for the cross. So like I showed you in the first video, you do the cross on the top layer, and then what you do is you put it on this hand, line up, move it through like that, so you have your cross correctly aligned. But now in this video I'm going to show you how to try and do that differently, meaning putting it in directly, so you don't have to use the top layer first. So for example, this red one is really easy. All you have to do is move it down once, and then you see it is correctly aligned. Now you can't just put the green one in there. For example, Al F prime L prime, because that will be in the wrong spot, so you have to move it out the way first. So you're going to put it in here now, because if you just turn it twice, that will move it incorrectly, and we don't want that. So what we're going to do is you're going to move it out the way first, then we're going to do this. It's like a little algorithm, just something. Don't learn it as an algorithm, learn it and see how the pieces move when you do that. Is R prime F and then R to restore this. That's not necessary though, because there is nothing to restore here, but yeah, R prime F and then an R. Okay, now for this one it's incorrect, so we just take it out with an R2 and we move it out the way, and we do that same thing I just showed you guys, R prime F R, and we have the blue one and we lined up R2 and it is in the correct slot. So I'm just going to show you guys that again. Now as you get better at this, you will notice pieces faster and try and even change that a bit. I might do a video about more advanced way of doing that as well. So let's see. So this green one I can just insert with an R prime. This red one is already lined up, so I can just do an R2. This blue one I can line up like that, do an R2, line up the orange, and do an F2 or an L2 if I want to turn it like that, or an R2 if I turn it like that. Okay, and the cross is done. Okay, so if you want more examples of those, just ask me in the comments, and I'll do some more examples of those in another video. But for now, let's move on to the corner pieces. So previously I said you have to do a maximum of 5 right arcs, and that is long. That is 20 moves long, and although I could do it quite fast, sorry, I did that too many times, but it sucks doing it that amount of times. So the best way of doing that is actually just doing the opposite of one opposite of right arc. So that'd be the right arcs are U R prime U prime. So this would be U R U prime R prime. Okay. So when the white is in front, you do U R U prime R prime. U R U prime R prime, and that puts it in the place. And then the next piece is this green and orange one, and you put it above its slot. And what you do then is, because the white sticker is on top, you know then, well, you're gonna learn now that you know then that you must do 3 right arcs. You could do 3 opposite right arcs, U R prime R prime, but doing 3 right arcs, I don't use it. I use the opposite of 3, but for now that might be easier. Just do 3 right arcs, or you could do 3 of the opposite. U R U prime R prime, U R U prime R prime, U R U prime R prime, or you could do R U R prime U prime, R U R prime U prime, R U R prime U prime, and that puts the piece in. So when white's on top, 3 right arcs. When white's in front, 1 opposite of right arc, and when white is the last one, when white is on the right, you do 1 right arc. Now also, just for others ones, if you have it in your slot but it's incorrectly and showing to the front, you do 2 of the opposite right arcs. And if it's showing this way right arcs, you do 2 right arcs. If it's showing to the right in the slot, you do 2 right arcs. That is only if the right piece is in the slot. So yeah, this one is in front and it's in the bottom, so you do 2 opposite of right arcs. Okay, so another thing, if you have 2 pieces in the incorrect slots, for example something like this, just do one right click on one of them to take it out, and then you insert that one, and then you insert that one. Okay guys, I don't really have any tips for the edges. The only problem you might encounter is when there are no edges you can use in the top layer. For example, like this, there are not yellow pieces in the top. So then what you have to do is, for example, this one is incorrectly in its own slot. So what you do here is you pretend that piece goes in there. Okay, so move it. It goes right, so move it away from right to right arc. Move it right to left arc. Okay. Now you line it up correctly, and then you do that again, and that also happens when you do not align this one first and then try and put it in. Then that will also be incorrectly in, but sometimes you're unlucky and that gets in there by accident. So for example, this one now, it's not twisted, it's just the wrong place. So what you do here is you do the same, pretend that piece goes in there. Now you have this piece free, you line it up, moves left, so take it away from left, do left arc, turn the cube left, do right arc, and now you line up this one. It's going to go right, so you move away from right, do right arc, turn left, turn right, and do left arc, and that is done. Now I have some tips for these. So if you don't make a cross, right, you have 57 different cases. Yes, 57 different cases for OLL, which is orientating this last layer, making this all showing up. So that's showing up, that's showing up, that's showing up, and that and that. Okay, 57. But by narrowing it, by creating a cross, we narrow it down to 7. And also then we narrow it down to basically 0 by turning the corners right way. So for this one, it's a line, so we do what I showed you guys: F right arc, F prime, and that is then correct the made a cross with. And now there are 7 cases, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you all 7 these algorithms real quickly. Well, not quickly, so you can, yeah. Anyway, so let's start with this first one. So I'm going to call these headlights. So they're not the same headlights as what I show you do in the previous one, which is on the last layer. For example, I'm just going to use this 4x4 quickly as an example. Just pretend this is one edge, like here, and this is the corners, where the headlights are these two, and then a different color in between. This is not what I mean in this case. Now I mean two colors showing the same way. So this looks kind of like a car. You see the 2 headlights here, except these 2 are showing to the side. Okay, so these 2 are showing that way, and these 2 are shining to the front. So you hold these showing to the front on your left, and you do this algorithm: R U2 prime, R2 prime, U prime, R2 U prime, R2 prime, U2 prime, and R. I'm gonna show you again. R U2 prime, R2 prime, U prime, R2, U prime, R2 prime, U2, and R. Okay, that should show up on the screen now, and you guys can write the algorithm down, pause the video. That's how I learned in the start from Paradox Cubing. Check out his stuff as well, he's really good. And yeah, okay, so that was the first case. The next one is the one with actually has headlights on both sides, showing to the side. So now you just hold them facing the front and facing the back, and you do this algorithm: R U2 R prime U prime, R U R prime U prime, F prime. Oh wait, no, yeah, R U. Okay, let's do that again. Forget that. Okay, sorry about that, guys. R U2 R prime U prime, R U R prime U prime, R U prime R prime. Okay. Show me again. R U2 R prime U prime, R U R prime U prime. So that's right out. R U prime R prime, and that solves that one. This one is 2 solved ones in the back and 2 facing to the front. So you hold him like this. Looks a bit like a car as well. You do R2D R prime U2, R D prime R prime U2 R prime. Okay, let's try it again. R2D R prime U2 R D prime R prime U2 R prime, and that solves that one. The next one I'm going to show you is this one, this one. Okay, so this one is the first one, which has a dot here in the back. Now if you see, if you put it in the front, this line shows to the side, so then you know you have to put it in the back. So dots there in the back, and you have this one here in the front, this one there, and that one showing there. So what you do for this one is you do R, U2, R prime, U prime, or U prime, R prime. Okay, so you do R, U2, R prime, U prime, or U prime, R prime. Easy. Now this one is almost the same, so it also has a dot here, but if you have that in the back, you don't have this one facing here. You have it facing, this one facing to you. So when you have it here, you see this one's facing you, so you keep it here, instead of where the other one, this yellow was facing there, and you have to put it in the back, okay? It's a bit difficult to understand, but I'm sure you'll get it. So for this one, you do R, U, R prime, U, R, U2 prime, R prime, R, U, R prime, U, or U2 prime, R prime. That solves that one. And the second last one is almost the same as which I said looks kind of like a car. Two solved ones and two facing in front, except now they're facing to the side. So you hold it like this instead of like this, and you do little r. So this is both layers then. Okay, little r is both layers. Little u would be this. Little f would be that. Okay, like I showed you guys in the cross, creating a cross. So for this one, we're doing little r, u, r prime, u prime, little r prime, f, r, f prime. Let me show you that again. So we do little r, u, r prime, u prime, little r prime, f, r, f prime. And that one solves that correctly. And I'm going to show you guys the last one is this one. Okay, this one. So this looks like kind of like two by twos joined, as you can see, two by two, and then another one kind of joined onto this one. And the algorithm for this, also just note that it must be in the right, top right and bottom left corner, not like that. So you must always have a unsolved one here in the right hand corner, so I remember it, and it must be facing you, the yellow. So this looks exactly the same. The 2x2s, there's open slots, but the yellow is facing that way. Now me and my friend both made the mistake and was doing this algorithm like this. We do the algorithm, I'm going to show you now, and we're like, okay, well maybe sometimes it doesn't work, which is actually, now I understand, a really dumb idea, because that would always work. It doesn't matter how you do the if the case is like this, then it will work. So just note that it must show to the front and not to the right. Yeah, so the algorithm for this is almost the same as the previous one, except you do f and then you do little r, u, r prime, u prime, little r prime, and then f, r, and no f prime, because you did it in the start. Okay, so let me show you that again. So it's basically the same. If you write down the algorithms, you'll easily see the difference between this one and the one that had two solved ones here and two ones showing to the sides. So we do f prime, little r prime, u, r prime, u prime, little r prime, f, and an r. And those are the 7 cases. Now, these 7 cases are the only ones you do encounter when you correctly solve your cross. So if you don't have a sorry, now I'm just trying to get this. Yeah. So if you have one of these cases, which is the only ones you do get, you do the one for the dot, so it's f, r, f prime, f, little f, or right here, f prime. Now you guys, this is not a tutorial though, this part I did show in the previous video, so just go back to my first video that I did post, and you will see how to solve the Rubik's Cube and how to do this part. Okay, so for this one is just little f prime, little f, right arc, little f prime. For this one it's f, right arc, f prime. And then now you see this case, so just showing to the front, so little r prime, or you, there we go. This one is already done, which also does happen. And this one is R2, D, R prime, U2, R, D prime, R prime, U2, R prime. and then we have this last case, which I also showed you guys, which you could do either the M1, which goes MU there, and then just do that again, or you could do this one, M to U, M to U, M prime, U to M prime, M to U to M prime, U to. We solve that one, and for this one, we look for headlights, which we don't have, so we put the solved one on the right, on the left, because we don't have headlights, so we put the solved one. If we don't have a solved one, which we do, we just put any other face on the side. Okay, so now we put this on the side and we do that algorithm. It's actually called T-perm, which is something you'll learn, because for this last layer, okay, so after you did the yellow with those 57, there are 21 left. So basically how we do the solve is we do the cross pieces, and then we put in the corners and the edges is exactly the same time. That is for another tutorial, which is actually really fun, but it sucks in the start, but it is actually fun and helps decrease your time a lot. And then we do one algorithm for the last layer, one of the 57, and then we do one for the bottom piece here. So 2 algorithms for the whole last layer. Okay, so for this one, the method I'm still showing you guys now, you hold down here and you do R U R prime U prime R prime F R2 U prime R prime U prime R U R prime F prime, and you see what case you have, and we have this one, M2 U, M2 U2, M2 U, M2, and then we solve the cube. So I'm just going to do one example solve quickly. Also note that we don't turn the layers like this, because that is going to be hard. We do U with this finger, U prime with this one, U2 with these two, same for U2 prime. M2 we do this ring finger and middle finger. These we do with either the pinky or the ring finger on this hand, or we do a D2, we do pinky and ring finger. And that is actually the only ones I really need you to practice on. Anyway, let's do a solve. So we have this piece is already solved here, so just align this so it is correct, just note. And then we take this out the way, R prime F R. This one's also easy, just an R move. And we start with the cross pieces. So I find this one, and just give it a second, guys. Do you know how many times I should write it out for this one? Okay, it's 3 times. If you got that, nice work. If you didn't, just keep on practicing, you'll get there. Okay, so 3 times for one showing up, or the opposite one. I'm just gonna do the opposite, U R U prime R prime. There we go, it's in now. This one blue and red, so blue and red, sorry. And this one's on the right, so we do one right out. Okay, and it's in. Now we actually have 0 left, so either you're done or you have a few incorrect. This one's incorrect. It's in the right slot though, and I showed you guys when it's here you do 2 right out, so 1, 2, and that is now also correctly solved. Looking for edges now. Okay, we got this edge, blue and orange, and I'm moving it, it's going to the left, so I move away from left, do left diag, turn the cube left, do right diag, and we get this one, goes right, move away from right, do right diag, turn left, turn right, do left diag, and we have none left. They are both stuck in here, so I'm going to pretend that goes in there, move away, do right diag, there we go. And we have this one now, goes left, so we move away from left, do left diag, turn the cube left, do right diag, and now we have this one, the last one, we do turn away from right, do right diag, turn the cube right, do left diag, and we are on this layer now. Now it's a hook case, so I'm going to keep it on my right, front and right, and I'm going to do little f, right diag, little f prime. There we go, and now one of these cases I showed you. Now obviously if you just watched the video and you didn't actually learn the algorithms, then you won't know which one this is now, but you should recognize that I did show you this one, and hopefully know how the orientation is, 2 on this side and 2 on this side. And the algorithm, I'm not gonna say the algorithm, I'm gonna show you. Okay, actually that should have been done with U2 prime, but I just did U and U prime again. Oh yeah, and now we have this layer, so we're looking for headlights, we have them. If we didn't, we look for solve face, which we also don't have, and then we just put any face. So the headlights, we don't have to line up, could be a, we do this algorithm. And now we do the last two, so these swapping, and these two keep it on the front and right, so not like this. And then we do M2 U, M2 U, M prime, U2, M2, U2, M prime, U2. That solves the cube. So yeah, I'm gonna show you quite quickly a full speed one of me doing that exact method. I won't do anything else, I'll just do what I just showed you guys. You probably won't be able to keep up, but yeah, let's go. And I'm doing this through the camera, so it is gonna be a bit slow. Actually, I'm not using the camera now. Okay, and now I'm not sure how fast that was, but that wasn't too bad. And obviously my recognition skills are a bit better, but your guys will also get there eventually. It won't take that long. And guys, that is all for this video now. So I am getting this cube though for Christmas tomorrow, so I can't wait for that. It is a stickerless one. We ordered it here. I also ordered this cube with it though, but I got this one now because I bought it myself, and my parents basically bought the cube for me. I was supposed to get a square one, but they didn't have any at stock. They only have one brand and one sort, so actually, yeah, it was out of stock, so I couldn't get one. So hopefully I'll get that next year, and I'll do a video on that as well. Soon I'll be doing videos though on the 2x2, as well as the 4x4, 5x5, 6, 7, and the Mega Minx. Don't think I'll do one about the Pro Minx though, because that is the 4x4 Pro Minx, and that is not using competitions. The 3x3 Pro Minx is used in competitions. So like this size, but I don't have that because it looks too easy. I don't really know about competitions and WCA and all that. But yeah guys, so this is the only thing left. So I'm actually just gonna quickly show you my book that I have full of algorithms. So this is from Cube Skills, Felix Zemdegs, one of the previous 3x3 world champions, and he actually has a bunch of records as well now. So these are all the algorithms. I just showed you guys these 7, and then we have all the OLLs actually in this book here. So we have all 57, and then we have the PLLs as well, which is for the 21 I told about. So the whole book's full of algorithms I use. I'm still learning some of them. The 2x2 algorithms are actually also quite a wide bunch of algorithms that I have to learn, which are here on this page here. So yeah, I'll just a bit about myself, and thanks for watching the video guys. Leave a like, comment below, subscribe for more videos, and I hope you guys like cubing. I really love it. It does take quite some time, but it is impressive. I also might be doing some one-handed videos now. My one-handed is still bad, but I can do a radialg, and it's not too slow anymore. Okay, it's really slow, but I mean, yeah. So I'll be doing one-handed videos as well if I get better ever. And guys, Merry Christmas, enjoy Christmas, and I'll see you guys hopefully before New Year again. So yeah, that is the end of the video now.